Losers!
They copy and mimic.
They steal and gimmick, pretending to be what they are not, what they can never, ever be.
They're on the bottom feeders.
Wanting to be on top, they harass and stalk, they never stop.
Obsessed bitches and holy witches.
Ugly, ugly beasts, they envy and seethe with jealous little snake eyes.
Demonic behaviors.
They lie and lie, they spread rumors and cry fake tears.
They fear the authentic.
They make me sick.
They can't handle true artists.
Demonic fucks. Demonic behaviors. Losers. 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 Demonic.
Creepy creatures. Failures. No futures.
They can stay here in hell and burn, 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 burn. Demonic losers. 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 Stay here.
Demons and losers. Hello everyone. Welcome to another video, another from my Esoterica series, world famous Esoterica series. This is for VIPs only. If you're a cockroach, if you're a freak, if you're a liar, a loser, a demon, a thief, go away. VIPs only. No skid marks. No cockroaches wanted. I've been thinking about this for a while, wanting to make this video. It's about demonic behaviors. There's quite a few of them in this realm. There's quite a list, and I will probably not cover all of them. I will probably forget some of them. There's a lot. There's a lot to talk about. Liars in this realm claim that I just call it a hell realm, hell realm, hell realm. And I repeat that because my live stream titles often say hell realm. But I cover many, many, many topics. If you do more than dip in for a minute and leave, you could learn something. But they'll lie and say all he does is call it hell realm, and talk about suffering. No, I've covered many, many dozens and dozens of topics in depth, in detail, in fine detail. I would say in ways that I haven't seen others do. Some on my channel would agree with me, at least some, maybe dozens. There are demons that say, oh, nobody watches him, less people watch. I'm fine with that. It's for VIPs only. I know my message isn't understood by most in this realm. I know most are too demonic. They don't care about the truth. They lie. They're lazy. They're envious. They're all sorts of things. This is a demonic, evil hell realm. I don't mean the ones just at the top of the pyramid. I don't mean just your politicians, your banksters, your billionaires that are on magazine covers and on television. I mean through and through. Now, it's not every single being, but it's the vast majority that exhibit and demonstrate demonic behaviors. So what do I mean by that? I did take some notes for this one, by the way, that I will consult. It's not scripted, but I have things written down like envy, lies, gaslighting, ganging up with dots. I don't have sentences written out or scripted. I just have some points here and there to cover because it's so much to cover, and I've been up all night long and into the afternoon because I have insomnia and because I have so much on my mind. So the dancing nurses in 2020, during the 2020 event, we'll call it, the lies, the deceptions, the fear porn, the pressure tactics, the social shaming they used, pressuring people, trying to bribe people, excuse me, to get the jabba dabba do. Con Video, 1984, a slave, New World Order. So that's combining Orwell's 1984 with Con Video and Huxley's Brave New World, a slave, New World Order. That event shows so many demonic behaviors. But that's not the only event. We could go to 9 double hockey sticks for major events. We could go to the Sandy you-know-what event. There's many, many, many events in your own lifetime and in my lifetime where there was demonic behavior, lies, deceptions, MK Ultra, trauma-based mind control, for example, and mockery, like the dancing nurses, for example. Tons of videos back then. I don't know if they've been removed from YouTube and other platforms, but there used to be many, many everywhere in this realm. They mocked you. And they showed you at the Olympics. From before then, years before Olympic ceremonies, they showed you, I think it was in London, UK Olympics. Regardless, they do show you ahead of time. Predictive programming and mockery and setting things up as a ritual, as a dark spell. Please pardon my voice. I've been speaking a lot, and as I said, I'm tired, I'm exhausted. I've been up since yesterday, excuse me, all day, all night, and I'm now past noon. So I've been awake for quite a few hours and using my voice. But I want to get this through. I want to reach people with this and get people thinking, if I can, if I may. Demonic behaviors are not just shown by the ones near the top of the pyramid or the middle up. They're also shown in the ones at the bottom of the pyramid, in the gutters, at the very lowest levels, the unemployed, the homeless, the ones leeching off their parents that never move out and they're in their 30s and 40s and they're living with mommy or disabled blind mother, for example, in certain cases, or living with mommy and daddy, and they've never lived on their own, and they're leeching off their parents. Or they're homeless, living out of their vehicle, and they are demonic. Just because you're homeless doesn't mean that you're good, or oppressed, or that we should feel sorry for them. Just because someone has a learning disability, same thing. They can be evil as well and behave in demonic, evil ways. And they do, and it shows. It shows. You can treat them kindly and they can stab you in the back just like anyone else here. I'm not saying this to make you hate anyone at all. I don't promote hate. I'm not saying this to make you fearful. I'm not saying this to make you depressed or sad. I'm not saying this to make you feel any kind of way. It's not about your feelings or emotions. I'm saying it because it's observably true. And if you look at this realm, you'll see what I'm saying. If you can set your feelings aside for a little bit, I'm not telling you to turn them off or never feel anything. Just look at the evidence and observe and say, you know what? I see it too. Maybe you won't, but I think some can. Some are able to see it. Demonic behaviors. They can be shown by someone serving you coffee. They could be shown by someone working at an airport. They could be shown by someone working at your insurance company or your job. I shouldn't have to list everywhere. You should be able to get the picture when I give examples. Now, if I leave something out, it doesn't mean that they're exempt. I'm giving a few examples. There's thousands of other workplaces and scenarios. Could be at college. Could be at your high school teacher might be demonic towards you. You might remember in the past, 10, 15 years ago, I had a high school teacher that was that way. They were demonic. You might start looking at the past and the present and realize you're in a demonic realm. A lot of these beings exhibit demonic behaviors. Co-workers, family members. Again, you should be able to think on your own. I don't have to name everyone in the realm and every profession. It could be a priest. It could be a preacher. Okay? Could be one of your cousins that stabs you in the back, or a sibling that shows how demonic they can be. They might throw you under the bus for a few $1,000s and try to ruin your life as much as they can. Someone might falsely accuse you of a crime, knowing that you're innocent. They do things like that. This is a demonic hell realm. There are demonic behaviors that are observable, not just by me, but by others as well, if you use your faculties, not just your five senses, but your spirit to see, to observe, to stop with the bullshit saying everyone's good, everyone's equal, most people are good, most people do the right thing, most people are moral. Look around. They aren't. So drop that bullshit and start facing reality, facing the truth with courage and curiosity and spiritual vision. Now here's some demonic behaviors that I have listed. I did a quick list here. Envy is a huge one. Huge. Envy's destructive. Envy is different than somebody saying, oh, my next door neighbor got a new car. Wow, is that a Porsche? What an awesome car. That's beautiful. I'd like to have one of those. That would be jealousy. And you might even feel jealous but also happy for your neighbor, thinking, well, they deserve it. They work hard. They're a good guy. Whatever the case may be, something along those lines. It's not necessarily evil to feel some jealousy or say, wow, that person's so talented. I'm kind of jealous of how well they can draw or how well they can do this. Or jealousy is not necessarily evil or bad or destructive, but envy is. Envy is a different animal. Envy is a monster. Envy is, I want to destroy my neighbor because they bought a new Porsche, or a Ferrari, or a Bentley, and you hate them, and you envy them. You wish to do them harm. You would destroy that vehicle if you could. You would steal it and take it away from them. That's envy. It's destructive. It is evil. Envy is evil. I made a video on that. I made a video on many topics that people that are demonic let on that I don't cover. I've covered many topics on my channels. So many topics that most people haven't watched everything that I've made. I've made a huge body of work. And it isn't just repeating hell realm, the way the demons lie and try to misrepresent me. Lies is another thing. It's demonic. They lie in an attempt to destroy, not to spare anyone's feelings, not to do this or do that. It's to destroy. It's out of evil. That's the motivation for their lies. Demons lie out of evil. Gaslighting is another one, another big one. They'll try to make you believe that you're the bad one, that you just don't remember, that you're so bad, and they can't name anything. They can't give specifics and say, well, he did this. All they can say about me is you make fun of people's looks. You might call someone chubby-faced. You might say their teeth are bad or rotten. You might say their nose is big. Is that anything in comparison to what they've done to me? Threatening me, threatening to murder me and my family, my loved ones, saying the sickest things about me, my pets, my girlfriend, my deceased mother. For years, they've done that. So you better put it in perspective or join the demons, okay? I'm not kidding about this. You're going to have a choice to make, and I've been telling you for years, choose wisely. I've been encouraging you to choose wisely. You don't have to. You don't have to listen to anything I say. But if you choose evil and stand with evil, I've said, and this is true, you will be treated as evil. Deservedly so. Ganging up is another demonic behavior. Demons gang up. Team evil gangs up. 3, 4, 5, 8 versus 1. 10 versus 1. If they have the numbers 10,000 versus 1, they will swarm a good spirit and try to overwhelm them. They gang up and they orchestrate this. They make phone calls. And I have proof of this, by the way. In the Panelverse, they talk to each other. I just saw a video from that weird chick, Snow, talking about phoning Jack Talcott and phoning Landry. They talk by phone. Lots of them do. I suspect she talks with DGM and others. That's why they're on the same page. So some people will say, a lot of them hate you, Stephen. Well, they talk on the phone about me. When one of them hates me, they gossip about me. And the same thing with the baby truther demons. They do the same thing, whether it's by phone, emails, Discord, same thing. So when one or two haters have something against me, or they are angry at me or whatever, raging, they all get together and they're a hive mind, like herd animals, a pack of demons, and they gang up. Another demonic behavior. I have to make this quick because I have so much to cover. Copycats. They copy, they mimic, they steal, they plagiarize, and they often plagiarize for profit. I haven't asked for a penny in all the years that I've done many YouTube channels. Never asked for a penny. Is that boasting or is it fact? You decide. I think it's a fact. I've never asked you for anything. Never asked anyone to hand me money, donate money. No super chats, no Cash App, no PayPal. Nothing. No Patreon channel. There's so many ways that they beg for shekels. Join a membership club, members only videos, on and on, paywalls. I don't do any of that. It's all free. So they plagiarize my material, then they sell it to you or sell it to others on YouTube. They sell it to people for profit. It's what they do in this realm. Not just on YouTube. It's demonic behavior in the realm. It goes beyond YouTube. These are demonic behaviors. But I use YouTubers for examples because you can see them on YouTube. You can see Mark Devlin stealing from me and Erica Dubé. Quite often it's very close to word for word. They slander demons, demonic behaviors. They slander. They use smear campaigns. They use hit piece videos, false accusations, threats, including violent threats, death threats they send. Threats to stalk me, threats to hunt me down, to find me where I go hiking, and all this kind of stuff. It's demented, it's deranged, it's demonic, it's evil. There's no defending it. You defend demons, then you're demonic. It's simple. They react to words with violence. That is demonic. They can't handle violence, so they can't handle words in a video, so they react with, I'm going to do this to them, and they're violent. Demons are violent. by their nature. They are violent and sick and evil and deranged. They label others. The labeling of others, such as calling someone racist, sexist, misogynist, transphobic, homophobic, Islamophobic. Racist is a big one, sexist. That's what they do. And they don't support any evidence. They'll just say, other people think that. Everyone thinks that of you. They'll use these, everyone thinks that of you. That is demonic, to try to slander someone and label them that way and try to ruin their reputation. It's demonic, whether it's done on YouTube, whether it's done in a high school, a college, at a workplace. It's demonic. Whether it's your family doing that to you. They try to scapegoat real truth speakers. They lie by omission. They'll let on, I didn't call it. They won't even mention anything that they've called someone for years and all that they've done, leaving hundreds of comments obsessively about someone. And they'll let on, well, I didn't do anything to him. I'm just a victim. He did everything to me, they'll say. Lies by omission is a demonic behavior. Demons pretending to be innocent victims. That's what they do. Scapegoating real truth speakers. I think I mentioned that, but that happens in families as well with narcissists. They will choose a scapegoat for the immediate family or maybe for the entire family, including extended family. They will scapegoat a real good spirit that has truth and light in them and light in their eyes. They'll scapegoat you, and they'll gang up with the evil other ones that they have as their pets and flying monkeys and their favorites. And they'll let on that they're the greatest, and they'll scapegoat the real good one. It might be the good child of the family, and there might be 2, 3, or whatever evil ones, or whatever the case may be, depending on the family size. They try to paint authentic beings as fake. They twist things. They invert things. That's demonic and Luciferian. They do that. And it comes naturally to them. They practice it, some of them. But other demons, like Crowley practiced that. He would walk backwards. He would practice speaking backwards. He wanted to invert everything in this entire realm. He was deranged, okay? They'll say, oh, he was an occultist. He was deranged. Deranged. I hardly hear anyone on YouTube call him that. Deranged. And there are YouTubers just like that. They invert everything. If you're authentic, they'll try to present you as being fake. They'll try to make people believe that you're fake. They'll smear campaign you. They spin things like the mainstream media does. It's a tactic of demons. It is a demonic behavior. Gossiping, rumor mongering, creating false drama. When you get on a panel and 5, 6, 7 of them gang up immediately, it's demonic behavior. They overtalk. They play demon games with volume. They'll mute. They'll lower my volume all the way down so that nobody can hear me. And then they'll mock that. Well, speak up. No one can hear you. They play these demon games like that. They'll backstage and bring on and backstage again. And they play demon games to try to get under your skin, to try to upset you, to try to get you to have a temper or react. Demons play demon games. I call it demon games. And those are just some examples. There's many demon games that they play. These are things I've observed. This is from experience. I'm not reading from some book. I didn't order some book on Amazon or go to a library or bookstore or hear this on a video. This is my thoughts from experience. That's what I'm sharing with you. My experiences given to you in videos like this as spiritual wisdom, spiritual teachings. If you learn this stuff, it will help protect your spirit. It will help armor you up, against these demons. If you can recognize these demonic behaviors. Some of you can intuitively, where you just feel it, like this is wrong, they're treating me wrong. And then you start thinking about it more and deeper. And you realize, okay, this is what they're doing. This is what these demons are doing. And some people catch on very quickly. For others, it takes longer. They have to think about it. They're more of a thinker and more, we'll say, analytical and more logic and reason oriented than intuitive. And that's okay. Whatever way you see it, we're built differently. We're wired differently. We process things differently. Our personality types and personalities are different. We're different. That's not a bad thing. Now, evil will try to make you make you believe that that's bad. That to be different or to acknowledge differences is bad, and that's racist, and it's this, it's sexist, it's dividing people, it's this, and they'll spin it that way. But differences are real. Differences are observable. There is male and female, two sexes. Race is real. There are differences with races. There are differences. Just like there's differences with height. Okay? People will never say we're the same height, we're all the same height, we're all the same weight. They'll at least admit to that. But the differences go beyond that, well beyond that. Intellectually, personality types, emotionally, spiritually, biologically, there's hundreds of differences between me and an African. Hundreds. Beyond skin color. I'm not even talking about skin color. And that's what demons try to boil race down to. Oh, he talks about skin colors. No, I don't. I talk about race. I don't talk about skin color. I talk about race. I also talk about spiritual differences. Spiritual species, different species of spirits. I do a lot of work doing this for free. And demons will try to paint me as someone that's evil and mean because I might poke fun at someone's looks. That's all they care about. If I say their character is shit and they were a terrible being with no moral compass, that doesn't faze them. That doesn't bother demons. They don't care about that at all. They don't care if they're liars and called liars. That doesn't faze them. But these narcissistic demons are bothered when you mention that they're ugly and demonic and that they have snake eyes and a big nose or whatever the case may be, rotten teeth. They can't take it. That's what bothers them. Not someone calling them an evil spirit or saying their character's bad or they're a liar. They don't care about that at all. Not at all. If anything, they're secretly proud of that. These demons. So that won't work. Anyway, I hope that you enjoyed this video. I covered quite a bit, but I didn't cover everything. I could make 10 more videos on demonic behaviors. It's a huge topic. I could go into the sexual demonic behaviors that try to honeypot you, seduce you, interfere with a relationship. They'll try to break up relationships between a man and a woman, let's say, a man and his wife, or a man and his girlfriend, or a girlfriend and her boyfriend. They do all that shit. There's nothing off limits for these demons. Their demonic behavior knows no bounds. There's no moral compass with demons. None. They'll do anything to destroy someone that's speaking out and speaking real truth. Real, authentic truth speakers are hated by demons. And I've shown that. I've shown how they react. I've shown how cowardly they are. It's another one. They are cowardly when they're invited to come face me. They won't do it. They'll make excuses. Tons of these demons. They'll make excuses. I hope this helps you see better. I hope it helps you see more clearly. I hope you start picking up on this stuff. You can feel the energy of demons in person. It isn't just Black Eyes Club or Snake Eyes or this or that. It isn't just one thing or two things. It's a whole combination of things. But the feeling you get around these demons, they're vile, they're creepy. They often give off an energy of them being filthy. Even if they aren't filthy bums or homeless, they are that way. They have this filthy energy. And they are filthy, creepy creatures. They are cockroaches, these demons. They truly are. This realm is dominated by evil. I don't want it this way, but it is this way. It is this way. This is a demonic evil realm. And it isn't just a couple demons. Most beings in here defend demons in this realm. They go along with it. So what does that make them morally? If they defend evil, if they defend evil agendas, evil behavior, if they defend the evil mob ganging up on a good spirit, what does it make them? Something for you to ponder. I hope you do think about it, not just for a few minutes. I hope you spend a good amount of time thinking this over. And maybe you'll see it. I hope more start seeing it. Evil sticks together. Evil is united. Evil often appears like they have a hive mind, like insects or the Borg in Star Trek. They go along with each other. They are more united than good in this realm. And there's a lot more evil here than good. A lot more evil than good spirits. That's the way this place is. Now, I'm not saying just because a being has these demonic behaviors that they're 100% a demon. I haven't gone that far. Evil ones will lie and claim that I'm just calling everyone a demon. They lie. I've never called everyone a demon. They always lie, exaggerate. They do all of these tactics to try to paint someone and misrepresent someone like me. They always do that. They lie and lie and lie. Lying for demons is like breathing for them. It's automatic. They don't have to plot and plan. They just do it. They don't have to think about breathing. They don't have to think about lying. It's automatic for them. Automatic, like breathing. I truly hope this helps you. I'm very tired, but I had to record this while it was on my mind. It's been on my mind for more than days, but the past few days I've been thinking about this, and I had to record this. I wish you well, all good spirits, good, true spirits that care about the truth. Mad love and strength to all good, true spirits. And no mercy for demons, no sympathy for demons, no tears for demons. My care is reserved for good spirits, not for evil. Thanks for watching, and take care. Bye for now.